Paano nyo malalaman kung ang lesson plan ay nasa traditional format? All you gotta do is to keep on watching.
Love me like you said. Darling, tell me all the way.
What's up guys, this is Niel and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this vlog is gonna be all about an overview of the traditional format of the lesson plan. At the end of this video, you will know the 5 major parts of the traditional lesson plan, identify the subparts of the traditional lesson plan, and identify the functions of the different parts of the traditional lesson plan. Pero, sa mga hindi pa nakakakilala sa akin, I'm Niel and I'm 22 years old at isa akong deputy teacher since 2017. And my mission is to help other people by sharing knowledge. And this YouTube channel is gonna be all about helping teacher applicants, lesson plan tutorials, and other teacher-related stuff. Pero bago tayo mag-start, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down there at hit ang notification bell para maging updated kayo sa lahat ng mga bagong videos ko every single week. The traditional lesson plan is the first lesson plan that you should know, and you should master this first before knowing the other varieties of the lesson plan. And take note, ang traditional format of the lesson plan ay unang tinuturo sa Principles of Teaching 1 and 2. So probably na-encounter nyo na siya nung college kayo. Traditional format of the lesson plan is the mother of all lesson plans. Bago nyo muna malaman ang DLL, DLP, 4As, 5Es, explicit approach, kailangan malaman nyo muna kung paano tumatakbo ang traditional format na lesson plan. The first major part of the traditional lesson plan is the objectives, and this is the most important part of the lesson plan. This determines the goals the learners need to obtain during the lesson. Sa bawat lesson plan, kailangan natin ng 3 objectives. Sila ang tinatawag nating cognitive, affective, at psychomotor objectives. Kung nag-iisip kayo ng isang cognitive objective, lagi nyo lang isa-isip yung tanong na what do the learners need to learn mentally? Kasi kapag sinabing cognitive objective, it's gonna be all about the mind. When thinking of an affective objective, lagi nyo lang din itatanong sa sarili nyo yung paano i-value ng mga learners yung bagong lesson. And sa pag-create ng psychomotor objective, lagi nyo din isa sa isip ang tanong na paano ba gagamitin ng learners yung bagong lesson sa new situations. Kung clear ang objectives at kompleto ang 3 sets of objectives, makakagawa ka ng lesson plan ng madali. The second major part of the lesson plan is called the subject matter. It tells you what the lesson is gonna be all about. The subject matter also tells you the information behind the new lesson to be executed. Marami din namang parts ang isang subject matter pero madali lang naman siyang tandaan. So number 1 is the topic, which is the name of your lesson. You also have your references. Saan ba nanggaling yung mga lesson na ituturo mo? Pwede manggaling ang lesson mo through your curriculum guides, teacher's guide, learner's material, or baka kumuha ka ng information sa textbooks, pwede din naman kumuha ka sa internet. You also have your materials used. Siyempre bilang teacher, dapat ina-assume mo na kung ano yung mga materyales na kakailanganin mo at kakailanganin ng mga learners mo para maisagawa ang lesson ng maayos. Example dito ay yung mga charts, tar papels, activity sheets, activity cards, flashcards, at ang real objects. The third major part of the lesson plan is called the procedure. The procedure is the meat of the lesson plan kasi ito yung magsasabi sa iyo kung paano ba isasagawa at paano ba ituturo yung lesson plan mo sa mga bata. Meron din subparts ang procedure at una dito ay ang preliminary activities. Preliminary activities are the beginning activities to start the lesson. Example dito, ang prayer, greetings, energizer, checking of attendance, checking of assignments. The second subpart of the procedure is called the developmental activities. The developmental activities are activities that will either enrich or reinforce a previous lesson or a prerequisite skill needed for the new lesson. Pag sinabing developmental activities, ito yung mga gawain na kailangan nyo munang isagawa upang malaman or matandaan ng mga bata yung mga dati nilang nalalaman para magamit nila yon sa mga magiging bagong lesson. Example sa pwede nyong gawing developmental activities ay yung unlocking of difficulties, drill, at review. And take note, developmental activities also enhance a learner's literacy or numeracy skill. The third subpart of the procedure is called the motivation. The motivation is the attention gatherer activity of the lesson plan. Ang unang-una nyo kasi talagang kailangan gawin is to arouse the curiosity of the learners and to promote eagerness so that the learners will learn the new lesson. Sabi nga sa Lonnie Thorndike, if a child is motivated, then he or she is motivated to learn. Examples of motivations are games, stories, stories, problem solving, puzzles, opening questions, and any other activities that will arouse the curiosity of the learners. Dumako naman tayo sa fourth subpart ng procedure, which is called the presentation of the lesson. So the presentation of the lesson is either the introduction of the lesson or is the first step in teaching the lesson. Take note, do not teach the lesson immediately. Kaya nga tayo mayroong presentation of the lesson is because i-introduce mo gradually yung lesson. The most common activities para mag-present ng lesson is either through a story or a problem solving or any activity that will lead you to teach the lesson na. The fifth subpart of the procedure is called the discussion. The discussion includes activities that will teach the lesson systematically. Ibig sabihin, sa discussion, kailangan ituro yung lesson ng step by step mula sa first step hanggang sa final step ng lesson. Hindi yung kumbaga nag-scatter, magulo, systematically yan. The sixth subpart of the procedure is called the application. An application could either be an enrichment of the newly acquired lesson or the transfer of new knowledge to new situations. So madalas sa application, laging ginagamit dito yung ating group activities, fixing skill, guided practice, at independent practice. Sa application kasi, bibigyan mo ng opportunity yung learner mo na sila naman ang gumawa or mag-understand ng lesson in their own way after mo ituro yung lesson na binigay mo sa kanila. The seventh subpart of the procedure is called the generalization, which is the summarization of what was learned by the pupils. Sa generalization, you could either, number one, you can ask the series of steps kung paano ba natutunan yung lesson, or number two, you could ask for the terms na diniscuss mo during your lesson. Dumako na tayo sa ika-fourth na major part ng ating lesson plan, which is called the evaluation. The evaluation is the most indispensable part of the lesson plan. Ibig sabihin, hindi mo siya pwedeng tanggalin, hindi siya dapat mawala sa lesson plan mo simply because kailangan mong i-check ang mga bata kung meron ba talaga silang natutunan sa itinuro mong lesson sa kanila. So not all the time, puro objective types of assessment ang binibigay natin sa mga learners. Pwede din tayo minsan magbigay ng subjective types of assessment depende sa lesson mo and sa needs ng mga learners mo. For example, sa mga objective types of assessment, nandyan laging walang kamatayang multiple choice, true or false, identification, and fill in the blanks. Sa subjective types of assessment naman, nandyan na naman si essays at reflection. At dumako naman tayo sa fifth and the last major part of the lesson plan, ito yung assignment. Ang function kasi ng assignment is to further extend and further enrich the new lesson learned to new situations or para siyang nag-transfer ng knowledge ulit. But always remember, hindi sa lahat ng oras puro assignment ang binibigay. For me kasi, assignments are given kapag yung sets of questions ay same lang sa difficulty ng evaluation na binigay mo during the lesson. Pero kung 80% naman sa mga learners mo mataas na nakuha during the evaluation, pwede mo na siyang palitan ng enrichment instead of the assignment. For me kasi, an enrichment activity checks whether the learner has deep understanding of the lesson na, and it also requires higher difficulty. Kaya lang, kung karamihan naman sa learners mo nag-fail during your evaluation, kailangan mo ata mag-remediation. Pag sinabing remediation, these are activities that are similar during your evaluation. Magbibigay ka ulit ng activities na hawig doon sa binigay mong evaluation at i-check mo kung na-understand ba nila or parang na-familiarize ba sila sa process para matandaan nila yung bagong lesson na itinuro mo sa kanila. So, let's have a recap once again tungkol sa video na to. So, number one, the traditional format of the lesson plan is the most basic format of the lesson plan out there. And number two, it has 5 major parts: your objectives, subject matter, procedure, evaluation, and the assignment. So on my next vlog, comment down below kung anong gusto nyong subject ang gagawa natin ng lesson plan tutorial tungkol sa traditional format, dahil sa next vlog ko, sabay-sabay tayong gagawa ng lesson plan tutorial under the traditional format. Huwag kalimutang mag-comment ng subject sa baba. Maghihintay ako. So that's all for today, guys. At kung sa tingin nyo nakatulong tong video na to sa inyo, give this video a like. Huwag kayong madamot. Charot. At huwag kayong mahiyang mag-comment, pagbigay ng clarifications, questions, inquiries, at suggestions sa mga gusto nyong gawin kong vlogs next time dito sa comment section sa baba. At syempre, higit sa lahat, huwag kalimutang i-share tong video na to, lalong-lalo na sa mga nangangailangan, dun sa mga education students, unit earners, at sa mga teacher-applicants na din na nangangailangan ng traditional format. Ayaw nga pala, meron nga pala akong isang sample ng lesson plan under the traditional format sa aking Facebook group. iiwan ko ang link sa description box. At kung hindi ka pa member ng aking bagong YouTube family, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down there at hit ang notification bell para maging updated kayo sa lahat ng mga bagong videos ko every single week. At iiwan ko rin ang lahat ng link para sa lahat ng mga videos ko tungkol sa mga teacher-related stuff, lalong-lalo na sa DepEd ranking, private school applications, and lesson plan tutorials. Once again, this is Niel. Thank you so much for watching this video and I'll see you next time. Bye guys!